This was an incredibly dangerous survival challenge. 5 individuals found themselves trapped inside a secret chamber. Iron buckets were clamped over their heads, and thick chains were tightly fastened around their necks. The opposite end of each chain was anchored to a wall featuring a fast-spinning, razor-sharp blade. The moment they attempted to escape, a machine automatically activated, causing the blade to spin violently. The more they struggled, the tighter the chain cinched, slowly dragging them toward the deadly wall. At the very last second, a woman desperately thrust her hand forward to block the blade. Surprisingly, the blade instantly seized up. She immediately shouted for the others to replicate her action, and within moments, everyone was freed, except for one man who had been lying unconscious throughout the ordeal. By the time he opened his eyes, the immediate danger was over. However, the game was far from finished. They were then transported to an empty warehouse. A sinister-looking doll sat there, with a single command written on it: confess your sin. Before they could process what was happening, the puppet began to laugh creepily, and the machine started up again. This time, the chains tightened much faster. The woman began yelling at everyone, urging them to admit their respective past mistakes. One man admitted his regret. He had sold his massive, powerful motorbike to a young boy, and the bike's high speed subsequently caused the boy's death. He confessed, yes, he died, that's the truth. Next, the woman confessed she shouldn't have allowed her infant to sleep on her bed. Her husband had rolled over in his sleep and accidentally suffocated the child, but she insisted it wasn't my fault. Everyone confessed their secrets, yet nothing happened. Then, one man spotted a tape recorder placed next to the puppet. He pulled his chain with every ounce of strength he had, and the recorder tumbled into his hands. The very next moment, the machine stopped and the danger vanished. But then, the woman looked up. The other ends of the chains were passing through the ceiling. If the machine restarted, they would all be violently pulled together and potentially collide to their deaths. Just then, 3 bottles dropped from the ceiling, each labeled with a different number. They then learned that one of the people present had once violently snatched a woman's bag. The victim chased after the thief, but ran out of breath, as her life-saving medicine was inside that bag. The thief never returned it. Out of the 3 bottles, 2 were fake, and one contained extremely dangerous sulfuric acid. The clue to the correct bottle was hidden within the numbers. While everyone frantically tried to decipher the puzzle, one man started staring intently at a woman. He was convinced she was the real culprit. He grabbed the bottle containing the acid and forced the woman to choose a number written on her bottle. Her number was 365, but the money she had stolen cost someone a far greater price: the life of one of her friends. The woman froze in sheer terror. But then, the machine powered on again.